Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we've kind of got a galactic war going on against us here. So we declared on the Transaru assimilators and these guys, and then the Galactic Entente declared on us, which I wasn't anticipating. That said, we can see a large amount of their fleets here. They do have some pretty powerful fleets. Particularly this one. This 184,826 fleet. That is slightly spooky. Luckily, it's a long ways away from us. And most of these other fleets are not threatening in the slightest. Like, up over here, yeah, it's mostly just that one fleet. And that's about equivalent strength to one of our fleets. Now, it is supported by a few other fleets. But they're currently attacking over here. That's fine. They can do that. It looks like they are heading northward to take maybe these territories and attack up over here. To that end, we need to reinforce this. So I want to send the Lentipaz fragments over there. Now that's only 127,000 strength right now. That said, it will increase. So let's just send them over to the gateway for now. And we'll bump this up to fastest speed, of course. And we want to just get these ships reinforced. Now, we are very much under attack on a lot of fronts, and we need to clean these fronts up a little bit. I'm actually going to attack over here instead of over here, because I want to knock the Combine out of their war. Okay, the Frisidian shards are just holding here, and that's fine. They can do that. Reinforcements will make their way to them. The question is, do we want to start up another fleet? That would bring us... Yeah, we can actually afford to do that. Alloys-wise, it's going to be difficult. But I think another fleet would actually be really useful right now. So we're going to create a new fleet, and we're going to put in a Titan, and then it was 8, 14, 28, 56. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This would be 14. This is what, 28? Yes. And 56. We'll put this home-based at, say, Grunthurst. That'll be fine. And we will begin to reinforce that fleet. Okay. Our shipyards are going to be really pumping out ships. Also, while we're at it, I want to go through our planets and make sure we're producing as many alloys as we possibly can be. We need housing and a job here. We'll do both. Here, we need jobs. I'm going to go ahead and replace this chemical plant with an alloy foundry. Here we need housing, and we're going to need a job, so we'll do that. Excellent. This mining world here, we need jobs. I'm going to go ahead and replace... We've got lots of amenities. I'm going to replace this waste processing center with an alloy foundry. This foundry station here, we need jobs and then housing. Can do that. This forge world here, we mostly need housing, but I'll also get us some jobs. This mining world here, I'm going to go ahead and build a foundry. Same with this one. This fringe planet, I'm also going to build a foundry. Like, we need all the minerals we need all of the alloys we can get our hands on. This is a refinery world. I'm going to replace that with a foundry. This is a foundry station here. We'll build an alloy foundry there. Excellent. These are refinery stations. I'm going to swap over to foundry stations for several of them. I think 3 of them here. And then we will go for alloy foundries and upgrade that. Excellent. Alloy foundries, and then over here we're going to upgrade and go for exotic gas refineries. That'll do. Excellent. Okay. We need to make sure our war economy is on track. So, we need housing here. We can do that. There we go. We could probably use some additional foundries here. We definitely need to repair a bunch of stuff here, so I'll just go through and repair all of this, and we'll come back to this later on and see if we need anything in particular. Excellent. This is a mining world here. Same thing. We're just going to repair all of this. Ideally, I would like to get up to making 5k minerals per month. We're currently making 4,262 net. We need jobs on this research world. There we go. This is a tech world here. So I'm just going to go ahead and build a research lab. Same thing here. Okay, this is a generator station. We're going to use some of this power for alloy foundries. Same thing on these refinery stations. I understand they're not quite going to be super efficient, but that's okay. This is an agro world in theory. We'll build a foundry. We just need all the foundries we can get our hands on. This is allegedly a tech world. Okay. It doesn't exactly look like a tech world, but I'm going to keep it as a tech world. And so we'll go ahead and build a research lab there. Now this is a forge world here, and we've got fortresses. And a bunch of sentinel posts. A resource processing center is awful nice. We're even on our amenities right now, so the maintenance depots need to stay. I think we replace these with alloy foundries. We replace these with alloy foundries. We'll replace 2 of these and then build 4 additional alloy foundries here. Now, Forever Spring, are you currently under attack? No, we just took you. That's fine. This habitat here, I'm going to turn this, of course, into a foundry station. That is our current focus, but we're going to build a spawning pool here, just to increase our growth rate. This is a refinery station right now. I'm going to swap that over to a foundry station. And we're just going to build an alloy foundry. And we need jobs, so that's under control. Excellent. This is a mining world here. We don't have too much to do with the minerals that we get, other than building a alloy foundry to process them. So that's fine. Same thing here. I'm going to swap this over to a foundry station. I want to make sure that we have the absolute maximum amount of alloys coming in. This habitat is not currently set. We'll set it as a foundry station. This is currently a fringe planet. This is going to be a forge world. We may revisit some of these later on. But for right now, I'm primarily interested in just getting a ridiculous number of foundries online. Now, this is already a science world. We're going to keep science worlds, so that can become a research lab. Same thing here. Because it is vitally important that we keep pushing ahead with our research. There we go. Now, this is currently a habitat world. Or station, rather. We'll make it a foundry station, and we will go ahead and put in alloy foundries. This is currently a research station, and that will remain as such. Same with this. And this. And this. Fantastic. And then this is a mining world right now. This is not a good mining world. We're going to make this into a forge world. Excellent. Okay, there we go. So, we are producing additional alloys right now, which is exactly what we need. The Lentopaz fragments are currently putting in battleships and cruisers, huh? And being repaired. They're incredibly close on their repairs, so I'm not too worried about that. I am a bit worried about the progress on constructing here for the Lentopaz fragments. Okay, one cruiser's coming out now. Okay. Throndrite shards are attacking over here, allegedly. Okay, the Frisidian shards aren't doing anything, they're reinforcing. The Baronel fragments, they need to move. So we're going to move them down over here, and they're just responsible for taking over a large portion of the Trinzaru assimilator region. The Sakurine shards, they're not currently doing anything. Their mission is to get past this FTL inhibitor. And we also want to reinforce them. We want to reinforce anybody that we possibly can. There we go. We need 102 ships. We'll get there. Okay. The Trentite fragments and our shipyard can move up over here. Although it sure looks like they took this back. Oh no, that's Kodronite Multitude Space. What am I talking about? Okay, the Trentite fragments, we want to move them, I think, up into here for now. Excellent. And the Lentopaz fragments, we're kind of just waiting on a few more reinforcements. Like, I feel like as soon as we get this cruiser. So we're going to wait a couple more days. Okay. Now we're going to send, I think, the Lentopaz fragments over here to defend this front. So what do we got here? Quite a lot in terms of enemies. Okay. Well, we'll fight them a little separately. We have a admiral here, right? Yes. Yes, we do. Fantastic. So we shouldn't have any problem with this. We were able to eliminate this fleet almost fully before this one was able to join. So that's perfect. Okay, these are our new fleet here. We will need a new admiral for this. I think gale speed and aggressive. That's pretty good. We'll go for that. And of course, that fleet is still reinforcing. The Frisidian shards are still reinforcing as well. The Baronel fragments need somewhere to go. We're going to push them down over this way for now. What's our armies up to? Our armies are currently chilling over here. Okay. That's fully occupied by us. We do need a new general. So let's recruit one of them. Let's go for army damage or army morale. I'm going to go for army morale here. And let's see. This is partly occupied. What's the army situation looking like here? Yes. Go invade this. Excellent. Okay. We're getting a lot of systems claimed right now, which means that we can't afford to lose this war against the Galactic Entente. Luckily, we are managing to push them back. Like so. We are going to need to start repairing the Lentopaz fragments and reinforcing them. Excellent. Now, where are these guys intended to go to? These are destroyers. I am unsure. We'll put them in here. Okay. Ooh, we are losing a lot of ships. Where are we losing ships at? Thronderite shards over here. Ooh, yeah, we need to get out of there. Okay, Thronderite shards bailed, so that's good. I didn't realize that they had reinforced this with the big Synthoid Link fleet, but they had. Okay, that's fine. We will be able to continue to reinforce. And I think we can outproduce them, is the idea here. All of these guys, they are going to be going into the Thronderite shards as soon as they show up. Which will be when? I don't exactly know. They are expected to return at some point. Okay. This is definitely going to be a chaotic war. There's no doubt about that. The Baronel fragments are attacking over here. That is fine. Okay.
Starbase under attack.
Where? 7th Void Wings attacking over here. That is acceptable. I'm not concerned about that right now. Come on, Thronderite shards. We need you guys back. Sometime this millennium would be nice.
Planetary invasion begun.
Okay, Thronderite shards are back. We'll put all of these guys into them. Let's see, all of these ships go into the Thronderite shards, I think. I hope this is correct. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, we will continue to reinforce as quickly as our shipyards and our alloys can handle it.
Hostile fleet rumbled.
Okay. Excellent. We're not going to build any additional fleets for obvious reasons. Our energy credit situation is fluctuating wildly. That's because we are finishing up structures over here. This foundry station actually needs a job. So we'll give it one of those. We need to be managing these very, very closely to ensure that we have maximum alloys coming out at all times. Now, over here, of course, we need a research lab. Over here, we need housing. I'm going to go ahead and replace this food processing facility with a hive warren. There we go. And of course, this foundry station needs housing, as well as a job, eventually. Housing over here, I think we go ahead and replace this hydroponics farm with a hive warren. There we go. Fantastic. And we do need to boost this. Now, one thing I would like to do is I'd like to use some of our influence right now, because, I mean, we've got these edicts active for another 6 and 13 years, respectively. So I think that what we should really do is we should really activate the reality perforator right now. 40% weapons damage. Okay, I can handle that. And then I think exotic gases for shield boost. What are the Synthoid Link using again? They're our primary threat here. We can't, I think, actually see, can we? Oh, we can. Yeah, they've got an even split of shields and armor. They're using minus shield damage, but then penetration. What about on their smaller ships? Yeah, they're really bad at dealing shield damage. These Gauss cannons are okay at it, but the rest of their equipment... They've got point defense on their corvettes. Yeah, they're pretty bad at dealing with shields. To that end, we're going to use exotic gases for shield boost. Excellent. We'll also do volatile reactive armor. Excellent. And I suppose we could do Ambition Desperate Measures right now. We are in a defensive war, so that's 100% ship build speed and home territory fire rate. Yeah, let's do it. That will probably turn things a bit. Now, I do want to dump some food, because I'm a little bit concerned about our energy credit situation. We are buying 500 alloys per month right now. I'm going to bump that down to 400 per month. And I'm also going to bump our sell order here to 5,500. How are we doing on rare crystals? We're making 74 per month right now. So I'm going to bump this to 75 rare crystals sold per month. And I'm also going to dump a few of these consumer goods that we stocked up. Okay. We should be good on that front. So, we are invading over here. Let's get these armies over to this region. Excellent. Get our reinforcements in, and the Sakurine shards can actually come up here and knock these guys out of the war, which would be perfect. We need to do that very quickly, so they're actually pretty close to status quoing. And of course, these guys, they would status quo, but I want to achieve war goals against them. But I'd be okay with status quoing the Trinzaru, in theory. I mean, we'd have a lot of border gore, but that might not be the worst thing right now. A little border gore in the short term might be worth surviving against these guys.
Enemy planet secure.
Okay, excellent. Why don't you come on up over here and invade some of these? Yeah, 299. That's fine. Go do that. Okay, the Frisidian shards are actually in position to start attacking a little bit. I think we'll go ahead and move in here. The Throndrite shards are, of course, still rebuilding, and we'll go ahead and queue up a few of those to rebuild. The Lentopaz fragments are positioned up over here. They're rebuilding. The Frisidian shards are attacking. The Baronel fragments, you're not currently doing much. And Zaru have some fleets up over here. Why don't you see if you can catch them? Sakurine shards are, of course, going to be bombarding over here. There's just a whole lot of stuff. I want to just bombard their capital, which is here. Okay, there we go. Trentite fragments, I want you guys to think about where are these guys going. I think they are going this way. Why don't you come over and attack over here? I'm very interested in getting out of our war with the Trinzaru status quo. And like I said, that's going to create a lot of border gore, but we'll come back and clean that up later. I was not expecting the Galactic Entente War, and getting out of the Trinzaru War, how much would that actually help us? I mean, okay, that's a pretty sizable set of fleets there. Yeah, it might be helpful. These guys, who are you supposed to be part of? Why don't you join these guys? That didn't mess anything up, did it? Let's see here. Shouldn't have. In theory. Well, we're just going to continue reinforcing. And we can do that very quickly. Do we actually want to exit the war against the Transaru. Hello. This is an anchorage. I should have checked that. Baronel fragments, are you close to a Stargate? No, you are not. The Lentopaz fragments are here, and they're 183. This station is super weak. So I really want to reinforce this. Visidian shards could back off and come reinforce. How long will it take them to get there? 84 days? Because this is the threat right here. If we can defeat this fleet, we can turn this war, and we can take this. That said, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we're going to see if we can beat this fleet right here in Hadar, and I think we can, and if we do that, then I don't think there's a significant threat to us anywhere. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.